Okay, girls, let's do example number 3. So example number 3 says, complete the table using the given rules to work out the correct output numbers. So you will see these sometimes that they call it input-output, meaning that the variable that we are changing is the input, and that will give us an answer. Okay, another way of saying this is that the output depends of what we do to the input that we're putting here. So because you already know how to do algebra, you can go a little bit further and you can write this here. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to call the input, I'm going to call the variable a. And the output, I'm going to call it the variable b. Remember that it doesn't matter which pronumerals I use. I can use x, y, a, b, c, d, z, w. It doesn't matter. So I'm just choosing here a and b so that we get used to not always using x and y. And remember that it doesn't have to be always x and y. So let's look at that rule. Rule A. We're doing here number A. So it says, this is going to look confusing because I'm doing example A. When I'm saying A, I'm meaning this example that I'm working here. Okay, I'm going to erase this one so we don't get confused. It says subtract 3 from each input number. So if I called input A and I have to subtract 3 from each input and a number, we are saying that output, which is equal to B, is equal to what? It says subtract 3 from each input number. So that means that I'm saying A, take away 3. Agree? That's my rule. I'm just writing it in algebra form. Okay? And to find the output, I just have to sub in the inputs. So if A is equal to 4, what is going to be equal to B? So we can do it here. B equals 4, take away 3. B is equal to 1. Okay, you don't have to write this every time. I just was writing it down to make explicit where it's coming up, but we can see that from here, 10 take away 3, 7, 38 take away 3, 35, 144 take away 3, 141. Perfect. Let's do exercise B. So exercise B says divide each input by 2. So in this case, if I call the input, let's call it I, and the output, let's call it O. Okay, so this rule is saying that the output is equal to the input divided by 2. If I'm not mistaken, that's what the rule says. It says divide each input number by 2. So that's my rule here. So again, if I sub in I into my rule, in the first case, I is equal to 4 divided by 2, it will be 2, 10 divided by 2, 5, 38 divided by 2, 17. Is that right? 19. Sorry, girls. 19, 144 divided by 2 is 72. Is that right? Yes, I think it is. Okay, so we have done question A and B. So we're going to do another one in the next video. Okay, girls?